Thank you so very much, Chairman Hill. You spoke of Mr. Secretary Turner's passionate housing concerns. I want you to know I come from a family of 12 brothers and sisters. We lived in inadequate housing, and so it was worse than inadequate. And I want you to know nobody's passion could be any more deeper than mine about housing. So Secretary Turner, the president, desperate and sacred of November elections, scrambled last night to get out his executive order banning institutional investors like private equity from purchasing single-family homes. While the motives are questionable, I support the concept, as I've always and proudly prioritized affordable home ownership and housing for Americans. However, you, Secretary Turner, throughout 2025 sold over $1.3 billion in distressed mortgages to those same corporate investors, denying real people a chance to buy those homes. In fact, 2 days before Trump initially tweeted about the ban, you announced yet another sale of these distressed assets to private equity. Under the Biden-Harris administration, HUD finalized a rule to ensure that when distressed housing assets are sold to investors, home buyers get the first shot at buying them after the foreclosure. It's called First Look. But you have repeatedly waived this rule, putting private equity before people, including for the sale. HUD announced 2 weeks ago, you had the chance to give families a better shot at home ownership, and you choose not to. When President Trump, in his executive order, directs you to use first look policies following in the footsteps of Democrats. Now, Secretary Turner, I hope you can now agree that people deserve to be prioritized over corporations in light of President's order and HUD's upcoming sale of distressed assets in February. Will you commit to canceling the sale to institutional investors, or at least restore the safeguards which gave home buyers the opportunity to purchase any foreclosed homes that result from it? I don't want a long answer, just yes or no.
Thank you, Ranking Member Waters. You know, at FHA, when we have these, it is owner-occupant.
Yes or no?
And I will look into the numbers that you just gave me with my team, but we will uphold the law at FHA and make sure we safeguard FHA and prioritize the American homeowner.
Is that yes or no, Mr. Turner?
That's my commitment, that we'll safeguard the American homeowners, and I will get back to you on the numbers that you just gave me.
Okay, last year you also cut the first look period for similar HUD real estate owned or REO assets from 30 to 15 days. Now, would you commit to increasing this time framework back to 30 days to allow homeowners more time to purchase their homes? Yes or no?
Ranking Member, we are committed to ensuring that FHA is solvent and that we protect FHA for the American people.
Yes or no?
That timeline is always under analysis and review. There's reasons why we cut it down. We don't want FHA homes just sitting on the market. And so we have to do the best thing to keep
Secretary
FHA
Turner,
secure.
a core HUD function is to enforce civil rights laws to everyone, no matter their race, religion, creed, or color, can live in a thriving neighborhood. But you have spent the past year abandoning that responsibility by cutting the staff of the Office of Fair Housing and Equal Employment, or FHEO, by 70%, withdrawing any discrimination guidance and refusing to accept discrimination claims based on sexual orientation or gender identity. HUD whistleblowers then shared with you their leadership team that said that fair housing is not a priority and described a full fair housing staff as, quote, optics problem, quote, unquote, and issued gag orders to stop staff from following the law to help those denied housing. Now it looks like you are weaponizing fair housing enforcement as the Trump administration does its best to cover up the murder by ICE of an American citizen. As the DOJ investigates the Minnesota Authority General and Governor, you suddenly are deploying what remains of FHEO staff to investigate the city of
Gentlewoman's
Minneapolis.
time has
And I
expired.
rest.
Please respond to the ranking member in writing, Mr. Secretary.